Last week we were on a search for the grave of Robert Niven, a Civil War veteran that was a Medal of Honor recipient for capturing 2 regiments during the Civil War. Robert Niven is buried in Warwick, Rhode Island, which is probably about a 10 to 15 minute drive from me. So last week we couldn't find his grave. I thought I found it, but I didn't. Today we're going to go back and make sure we find it, because I got in contact with the cemetery, and the cemetery sent me a map of exactly where to find the grave. So hang in there with me. Since I was going to head to the cemetery, I just mixed up a batch of wet and forget. So while I'm there, I might as well clean the grave, or at least spray it and let nature do its work. And we're off. All right, we're on Harrison Avenue in Warwick, and the cemetery is just up here a little bit on the right-hand side. It's called Pawtuxet Memorial Cemetery. I don't know if they have gates that close. If they are, we won't be able to get in, and we'll have to come back another day. And that's just it. It's the way the cookie crumbles. should be all set here. There's no gates. I'm going to take a look now. It's supposed to be up here. And I'm just going to take a break for a second because I want to find the map and take a look at it. So I'm just going to put you on hold for a minute. Okay. We're going to loop right over here. Over on the left. And it's going to be that way. And another circle we have to make. Somehow we have to get over there and get in that circle. There he is. Robert Niven was born in 1833 and he died in 1921. Now, as it shows on here, he's a Medal of Honor, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient, and it's right on his headstone. So we come here only in the utmost respect for your service. And we wish you to continue to rest in peace. While I'm here today, I'm going to spray Robert's headstone with some wet and forget, which is an agent that, when activated by the sun, the wind, and the rain, will clear this stone off and make it perfectly white again. So here we go. Here's some thunder, of course. This is all it takes with the wet and forget, just a little spray. We spray it down, we wet it, and then we forget it. And as long as it doesn't rain very soon, the next time we come back, it should be pure white. Okay? That's all we got to do. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. Now up behind us are a couple of more stones that just look really dark. And since I'm here, I'm going to clean them. I'm going to get those two stones right there that are really, really dark. We're going to spray those as well. With my luck, it'll probably start raining on them very soon. I'm going to spray these 3 while I'm here, and then we'll be leaving. The last one I'm going to do is this really tall, dark marble one back here. Then we're right. Oh, I forgot the front of this one. That'd have been bad. All right, now this one. Now, I probably won't come back here at least until November. And at that point, there might be a little bit of a difference we can see. But a year from now, this stone should be pure white, without a doubt. So we've done Robert Niven, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th stone, and the last one I'm going to do while I'm here. Make sure we get the base, get everywhere. Now as that dries, everything's going to be nice with it. I'll just sit there, and the weather, the wind, the sun, and the rain will clean that down to a molecular level. So once again, Robert Niven, rest in peace, and thank you for your service. God bless. Well, today ended up being a success, but I think we will be back maybe next week, because a little bit of a sprinkle is not good for the wet and forget. It has to sit a couple of hours and dry. I don't think that's going to be the case today, but I wanted to come here and get this done, which I did. Now we're on our way out. I want to thank the Pawtuxet Memorial Cemetery for providing me with a map to that individual. And whenever I'm at a cemetery and I see one, as I was saying, whenever I'm at the cemetery and I see one dirty stone, I cannot leave without just randomly do a few others that I came for. All right? It's my friend's house when we were growing up. 47 Harrison Avenue. One of my best high school friends lived there. He's half a country away now. Haven't seen him in like 42 years or so. Had a lot of friends in this area. I didn't live too far from here myself. This is the church on the left over here that I went to when I was a kid. I think my mother and father were married here. They have their wedding picture on the front steps of the church. Oh boy, time flies. That was 68 years ago. So in my spare time, when I don't have anything else to do with the 30 or 40 videos I might be working on over the course of a couple of days, and this is the first time this year that I've been out, I typically will find a cemetery that has some meaning or a person, and I'll go and take care of the graves and clean them. I will be going to Pawtuxet to the Notre Dame Cemetery, because there are some stones up there that I take care of. And there's a beautiful sculpture up there of like a crying or a sleeping angel that I do. And when I started that one, that was perfectly black, and that's a granite marker. That was totally black, and now it's really clean. At least it was at the end of last year. But I guess that's enough rambling for me, but that's a little bit of what I do and why I do it, and I mean no disrespect to the people that are buried there. As a matter of fact, I wish them they rest in peace. Now you'll see this rain here. A black cat, isn't that nice? You'll see this road is marked in red, white, and blue. And that's because we are in Pawtuxet, Rhode Island. And if you do a little Rhode Island history search, that'll show you that the Gaspee was burned by the revolutionaries. The British shipped the Gaspee because the British wanted to tax the colonists here so heavily. So they actually burned the Gaspee. And every year, I don't know how long, down this road where it starts with the red, white, and blue marker, there's a parade called the Gaspee Day Parade. And it's a big festival. And if you're lucky enough to live on this road, you've got the best seats in town to the parade. When I was a kid, I've marched in the parade a couple of times. As a Cub Scout, as a Boy Scout, as a, I don't know what they called it back then, but Junior Marine, like a sailor type thing, like Boy Scouts. But I'm going to sign off now. I've got an errand to go run, and I got to pick my wife up from work. Other than that, retirement is good, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much.